Hi guys, Sagar here from Alpha, and this is an exciting video. Mainly because this is the first video, long one, that I'm doing on Alpha IELTS. It gives me great pleasure to inform you that Alpha, with its years and years of research and development, has brought Alpha IELTS. This is an exciting news for all the students and users who are preparing for the IELTS examination and struggling to find resources. As an IELTS tutor myself some years back, and with more than a decade of teaching experience, I can promise you one thing: we put in a lot of effort in building this software, and this is going to revolutionize the way we prepare for the IELTS examination and the way we practice for IELTS examination. Alpha PTE has a long history of world-leading AI technology when it comes to PTE examination. We've put in the best from PTE into IELTS, giving you feedbacks that will help you improve your scores. Especially when it comes to writing section, students struggle to get timely feedback from their tutors or friends or colleagues. That's not a concern anymore because Alpha IELTS will get it done in a flash, just like this. In speaking module, we've introduced a revolutionized artificial intelligence interface, I would say, where you will see a person asking you the questions. So you will get that feeling of speaking with a person. Now, where PTE and IELTS differ a lot is, of course, in the speaking section. In PTE, you're speaking to a computer, so you don't feel that anxiety or, so to say, the fear of being face to face with a person. But in IELTS, you will have to go through that no matter which type of IELTS you give, be it computer delivered IELTS or paper delivered IELTS. The speaking module is the same. You'll have to speak with an IELTS examiner. Now, most of the students get scared by just thinking about being forced to speak with a person, but Alpha is here to help you out with that, and we've given you some beautiful faces on the screen that will be asking you questions, and you will get the feeling of speaking with a person. On top, obviously, all your answers will be recorded in our system, and you can play them back and see where you can make improvements. Fluency, grammar, what is the problem that you are facing? Once you listen to your audio time and again, you will definitely identify the weaknesses that you have and make improvements on those weaknesses. It could be pronunciation of a few words. So work on that with IELTS, Alpha IELTS, and you will start seeing changes to your scores. Listening, it's a 40-question module, we all know that, divided in 4 sections, and Alpha IELTS will obviously give you an instant feedback on how many questions you've got right and how many questions you've got wrong. So that helps you improve your listening score, and there are lots of resources for you to use. And in the reading, it's also the same. 40 questions split in 3 different essays, split under 3 different essays. And once again, when you see the scores, you can go back and reflect on those mistakes that you've made and start making improvements. So this is an exciting video where I will be showing you the interface of Alpha IELTS for the very first time, and you guys, I'm pretty sure, just like me, are excited, and this is going to be your new practice mate. I promise you one thing: you will have enough resources, you will have world-leading technologies, and you will have expert feedbacks helping you get the desired score on your IELTS examination. So let's get started and show you the beautiful interface of Alpha IELTS that we have developed after years and years of research. So here we go, people. This is the home screen. After you log in, you will have the home screen right in front of you, a beautiful Alpha branded. It's very close to our PTE because we wanted to make sure that we keep it as close as possible. So in PTE, you could switch between core, PTE core, and PTE academic. So here you can switch between academic and general. So no matter you're giving your academic IELTS or general training IELTS, Alpha has the resources that you need. So in the home screen, as you can see, there are thousands of questions that we've compiled for you. Many of them are past questions, and that's going to help you a lot. Speaking, we've got more than 5,000 questions. That's mainly because this is where most of the students struggle. And again, in the writing section, we prioritized writing a lot because we know that in IELTS, writing and speaking are the keys. So listening, reading, it's all about 0 and 1. So if you get it right, you get a point. If you get it wrong, you get 0. There is nothing in between. So it's either 0 or 1. That's why we have almost 1,000 question in reading section and more than 1,000 question on the listening section as well for you guys to practice and make use of. But for writing and speaking, we're relentlessly working on them to add more questions so that when you go to the examination, you feel that confidence within yourself. I've practiced thousands of questions. I'm going to nail this exam. So this is the confidence we want to give to our users, and we want to make sure that we are here to assist you in getting the desired score. So we've got grammar, we've got vocabulary bank, score feedback, compatibility check, and we also have a study plan based on your target score. So me being from Alpha, my target score is 9. So this is a score that I have achieved on a couple of occasions. And speaking, you can do your microphone testing and stuff. Listening, you can do your headphone testing and stuff. And let's get rolling. So as soon as you open the practice menu, you'll see that we've divided listening into 4 different parts, mainly because some of the students find part 3 and part 4 quite difficult compared to the first 2 parts. It's true for the exam as well, because part 4 has a monologue which goes at a pretty fast speed, and in part 4 there are no breaks in between. So that's why we want you guys to practice more of part 4 and part 3, because these 2 parts are comparatively more difficult than the first 2 parts of listening test. So you've got thousands of questions here for you guys to practice. In reading, we've done it bundled together as an essay. So let me just show you the user interface for, you won't be able to listen to the audio, but I just want to show you the user interface. All right. So the audio is being played and you've got the fill in the blanks here. So as soon as you finish the questions, these will start being marked, and this is how you will move ahead with your listening test. Now, when it comes to reading, so it's slightly different because we all know that you get a text, you get one lengthy text, which is on the left hand side. The screen is split in two, exactly like the real exam on computer delivered IELTS, and you get yes, no, not given, headings, and all sorts of questions. So this is your reading user interface. So once you finish the first batch of questions, the second one is fill in the blanks. You type in your answer like this and you submit. All right. So this is your reading user interface. And for those of you who are thinking I'm giving paper-based, is it really helpful for me? The answer is an absolutely yes. Because for speaking, obviously being able to speak with a technology is going to help you improve your fluency, your grammar, your pronunciation. For listening, you're going to listen to the audio. Instead of writing in a piece of paper, you're just going to type in the answer. So that's a massive help. And for writing, I would say it's a big help because you get the feedback that you need to improve your scores. All right. Okay, so let's move on. For reading now, reading from the screen and reading from a piece of paper is not that different. So if you can solve this question by reading on the screen, you can definitely do the same by reading from a piece of paper. All right, now the most interesting one, writing section. Now this is where I'm talking again and again because the feedback that you get on the writing section is going to help you achieve your target score. So you've got a question over here, the diagram as we know in Talks 1, academic, and then you start typing in your answer here. So as you type in, your clock is right over here. We've allocated 20 minutes, which is the recommended time. You can take, in the real exam, you can take slightly more, slightly less. It's up to you. But the suggested time is obviously that 20-minute time frame. So this is your Talks 1 interface. It's beautiful. And once you submit, You will get the score that you want to see where you need to make improvements. For Talks 2, it's pretty similar because you've got question on the left hand side, you type in on the right hand side. As you type in, you need more space, you can enlarge the box, and you will also get a word count like in the real exam. All right, now the most exciting part. When you practice your speaking, how do you do it? Do you read it from a piece of paper, or would you rather have somebody asking you the questions? So this is where Alpha IELTS is going to help you a lot. So let's see. There we go. So in a flash, no delays, no lags, you will get an individual asking you the questions. We are not showing the questions to you guys. If you really want to see the question, you can go to the transcript, but I don't suggest doing that because in the real exam, you don't get to read the questions. In speaking, you'll have to answer based on what you listen. So it's basically a combination of your listening abilities and your speaking abilities. So this is the user interface that we prepare for you guys. I'm sure you're as excited as me. We are going to make improvements at a breakneck speed. We can guarantee you that. So I want you guys to start using alphaielts.com and start preparing for your IELTS examination. We will be adding more resources very soon in no time. But for now, for you guys to get going, there are thousands of questions that you can make use of and mock tests as well. So get started with Alpha IELTS, and we always welcome your feedbacks and suggestions. Down on the comments, you can say what you want, what kind of improvements, if any, you want to see on Alpha IELTS system. You want more questions on any particular sections, we welcome for that. What kind of videos do you think would be handy for you guys to get the desired score? We would also love to hear those from you. And make sure you follow us on our social media platforms so that you stay updated for both PTE and IELTS, whichever exam you're giving. And with a lot of excitement, I'm saying goodbye for that now. And I'll catch up with you guys again very soon in another video of IELTS or PTE. Until then, keep practicing, keep working hard, and keep using Alpha to practice and get the desired scores that you want on your examination.